We are in the craziest month of 2026, exactly as prepared us. I repeatedly, during the Capricorn season in January and in the end of December, alerted us over and over. What is coming in February is not normal, is not trendy. This is a great reset in a deeper meaning, the most closest to what we can remember from February 2020, before the lockdown came, before the capitulation, before oil fell to zero, and more things that changed life of many of us. As I'm recording this video, February 5th, 2026, Bitcoin is just traded in 62K. Right now it's recording this. You could see it in the screen behind me. XRP 20% down to 1.2. And as we know, Neptune already moved to Aries, indication that secret reveals, Epstein documents, and all what we are never believed that can be related or people didn't believe to those speculation are showing reality. We can see it even in our personal life with people you trusted and what is happening. And about Saturn is about to move to Aries in few days, and they will meet Saturn and Neptune in February 20th. This is an eclipse coming, the first eclipse in Aquarius since 2017, as I explained in previous video. And this is all recipe, as above, so below, for great changes, panic, breakdown of system, of structures. And this is just part of it. It's like losing control. Now we are seeing just a falling tower in a way. And the interesting part of it, as we are looking at S&P that is still very close to all-time high, and many other stock market around the world, many indices of different countries are still very close to all-time high, when all the assets like gold, including gold, and gold came back to the 4,700, pretty much aligned with my live chart, with what I predicted it to come to maximum to 5K toward March. It's arrived before it. This is why general line, and silver, which I'm not scanning, is also in a big drop, and people that thought that they earned their life in the last weeks suddenly saw what casino means. So as you can see also, the Osher's Astro Live chart, the Bitcoin Live chart, just misaligned from the general line that I previously predicted. And for years, we have a prediction, an average accuracy of 80% accuracy, I said. But what happened from the liquidity of November? We broke down. I expected that it's continue higher. And then I brought, after weeks that it was a drainage into December, corrected the prediction. We all know, people know that we enter to the eclipse zone. I cannot show you more than this because it's still showing the prediction toward June 2026. But once we are entering to the eclipse zone, not like in March that I pretty much nailed the movement when Bitcoin fell to the 77. When we're entering to the eclipse zone, and it's not ending before the end of March, this is turbulent. And I repeated in all my social media to all those that are following me, before we started February, fasten your seatbelts, no exits, no movement to the toilet. You need to now sit with what you have, the structure you built, the wallets, the cold wallets, your body. You need to hold now what you have. All what is held by the third party are right now in risk. So we must look at the sky. If you want to understand beyond the matrix why things are happening, the language of the so-called God, the language of universe, you need to respect astrology, because what's above, so below. Then you coming to the news and see the correlation. First of all, Uranus is stationing in Taurus for the last time in our life. You need to understand what Uranus means. You need to understand what Taurus means. Many astrologers repeated on those transits is one of the principal movement, important changes that is happening this year. And Uranus, that represent the sign of Aquarius, innovation, technology, electricity, nervous system, just stationed in sky in the 31st of January 2026, exactly the day the strike in the US, the craziness of silver and gold, biggest in the history. Now, Taurus is the sign of money, of finances, and the physical security we have. It was clear that when Uranus, the disruptor planet, is stopping, we are going to see earthquake in different ways. Whether the earth would move, it just happened in Egypt that it was, how is it called? A hole in the land that just collapsed, but it happened in the markets. And this is going to continue. Uranus is still stationed completely, like frozen in the sky until the 9th of February. But we are under the month ruled by Uranus. This is the Aquarius season. And as today, you see the chart behind me, February 5th, Uranus is in 27 degrees and 27 minutes. And it's ruling the entire stellium that is happening right now in Aquarius with Pluto, with Mars, Sun, Venus, and Mercury. And we are heading for major shifts more in this month. All astrologers and myself as financial astrologer, now the sovereign man method, but the astrofinance is a main tool I'm using and promoting for years. It's all written. Now, as I prepared everybody through my channel, my modest channel, in the end of 2019 and through the entire 2019 to what is coming in 2020, this is very similar energy to what is coming in 2026. This month, we are also going to start symbolically the Chinese New Year, the fire horse, that's considered to be very revolutionary, strong, that people even preferred in previous years not to have children this year because no one wants to have the luck, someone that will have the energy of someone born in this year. So those are going to be very strong events. So Uranus, just stationed for the last time in our life, and it's still stationing in Taurus, is shifting the ecosystem, the economy, the finances, and very dear topics of security in our life. People you trusted, situation, work, money. This year is going to be massive changes in all the work, employment issue, industries. Many people will find themselves without work, without job, without access to money, without access to resources. And we are now just seeing the first hints about minerals, resources, oil, gold, Greenland, etc. The oil supply of Venezuela, of Iran. And this is just a preparation, not just Uranus moving out from Taurus. This is Chiron going to enter to Taurus. So Uranus is leaving Taurus after digitalizing and tokenizing our world in 2018. Very little amount of people understood or respected or saw the potential of investing in online businesses and digital money. And this is what Uranus and Taurus did. Digitalized everything until now we are seeing the result that this is Bitcoin reserve in countries. Regulation weren't adopted. Europe just tried or started being adopting something since last year, 2025, and now with major surveillance on exchanges. And you needed to understand, and still never late, even that is a bit seem to be late, understand technology, understand privacy, and most importantly, to learn being sovereign, to be responsible to your needs. Now, we are living in industrialized structure, system, that its role is to maintain you obedience, sedated, sick, weak, seeking comfort, idealizing dolls, celebs, sweet food, alcohol to celebrate your birthday, and more things that finally are not for your favor, are just for you contributing from your own expensive energy and soul and life vitality to maintain a system that its role to suck you alive from your blood, from your sweat, and you will just seek a little bit of a dopamine rise just to feel content with whatever you have. This is not freedom, my friends. This is ignorance. And this reality is actually become very visible right now, not just because AI can tell you many facts and truth that you weren't able to express, even sense for years, but the reality that we, as aligned in astrology, that is going to knock on our life, whether your health situation, whether your money situation, will be too hard to ignore. And this is what was promised, and I repeated it for years, speaking about 2026, that Saturn and Neptune entering into Aries, the first degree of the zodiac, is like someone waking you up from deep sleep and putting light in your eyes, and you scream, you don't want to see it, but you must wake up. You must see this, whether you like it or not. And this is the reality. And who prepares itself to it and put alarm or knowing to go to sleep early for not being surprised when someone is going to wake you up at 5 in the morning, you will be much faster adapted to this, or maybe even not traumatized by it. But if you are not prepared and you just thought that everything is normal, going to sleep at 2 and suddenly someone waking you at 5, you will suffer a lot. And from exhaustion. So the events that are coming in for people and for government and for society are very uncomfortable. Saturn and Neptune will meet in Aries. It's not that just separate events. They will meet in Aries in the first degree of the zodiac and will move forward. This is a new chapter for humanity. This is the most significant event since the last one we had in 2020. It was very easy to predict that the world will change and will be a very strong, traumatic event. This one is not going to be traumatic, it's going to be a reality check. Many people are living in bubbles, living in fantasies. And it's not the fantasies that it's everything digital. No, it should be digital and going to be more digital. Uranus is moving to Gemini already this year. So things are going to be more digital and quicker, and language that you will not believe that you are hearing. The truth is going to be sound so hard on you, on how you eat, on how you use, whatever you do, the truth will be waking up humanity, but many people will not be able to sustain the truth. And this will create extra escapism and craziness. Neptune in Aries itself can lead for crazy people. Losing of their ego, losing of their mind. Now, the next 2 months are very difficult. We are in a challenging electric movement with Uranus stopped in Taurus. And it's first of all shaking the financial system. And even people, as we can look now, Bitcoin is, as I'm speaking now, it may change. Things are changing very fast. Bitcoin already fell to 60K. And it's like non-stop. It's like very much remind me the panic, how the market are feeling this in February 2020, before the lockdown, before the curfew, before the vaccine, before the craziness that lasted for 2 years. What's coming here is maybe now is attacking the gold, and even gold fell now to 46 as I'm recording you, and it's night right now. It's going to be global. If you are just feeling safe because of things that you have and not have here, not your skill, not your health, not your knowledge, you are going to be punished and learn in the hard way. This is the message that received that I can interpret the sky. Saturn will meet Neptune on the 20th of February. And we know that the 222 portal that in the year 2022, on the 22nd of February, it was the Ukraine Russia war just started, or something that reminded us the Soviet Union era. And it's still ongoing war. Then a year after, Israel Gaza. And what seemingly to happen right now may be a war against Iran, taking the resources of Cuba or controlling or something of this regard. And from the other side, Taiwan, China, and also with the transit that I'm seeing coming in the coming year with the Jupiter South Node in Leo, this is going to be related to Korea, South Korea, and North Korea. And we are going to have a lot of action in this Chinese horse fire year. Now, this is part of nature. You can hate winter, but you just need to prepare for passing this season correctly. Right now, massacre is happening in Iran, cruelty against human rights, masses, thousands of people. I read things that is impossible even to imagine. They are killing people through injecting chemicals and sexual abuse and just killing people without differentiation. And imagine we just saw the protest and the the violence in the United States. So what to speak about other countries that corruption and injustices are flooding. So many people are living in sedation mode. The nutrition, I'm repeating over and over, is the drug that they are giving you, the Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is the cocaine to my interpretation, and many other things that we are consuming that it's so consensus, it's so your lunch, it's so your dinner are just maintaining you sick and low potency, uh, deshydrated, distracted completely. And what is coming in the world through the astrology, to what I'm saying, it's the waking up humanity to their power. And first of all, what we need to wake up is the masculine energy. This is the Aries. And this is a reason why we are seeing so many men get feminized by being grounded, by being softer. When muscles of a man get softer, it's just the first sign of low testosterone. This is the foundation of any hormonal balance, lack of potency to what you really can be and shine and radiate. So this is an activation, not just wake up call. We don't need just more speculative people, smart crypto investors speaking about crypto and looks like a lady or looks like a nerd. This is about integration. Connect your brain, connect assertion, connect responsibility on your nutrition, learn again your biology, learn again. You are learning how to protect your crypto, how to put things in cold wallet, how to use your memory, how to be responsible to what you have. This is how you should behave right now with your body. This is the message of astrology. It will not pass you free. Otherwise, you're going to be a prisoner of the fork that is going to happen in society, like in 2020, the unvaccinated and vaccinated. And it's going to be another kind of fork that I don't know it. I just can speak in hints to what is coming and how and what you should prepare. You should prepare your sovereignty, your alimentation, your biology. Those are things that no one could take from you. Yes, we are part of destiny. We are not 100%, nothing is 100% guaranteed. But as you become responsible and aligned to your spirit, to the universe, through knowledge and truth, this is another game. So the lunar eclipse is coming on March 3rd. Now, March, forget it. It's a chaos completely. Mercury is in Pisces, going to retrograde in Pisces, worst place for Mercury. We are Gemini people, needs to prepare everything in advance, like are ready to buy the flight ticket, are ready to book whatever you need, and to be in a place that you could. Now, when it happened last time that Mercury retrograde in Pisces in 2020, so we are all going to feel, as everybody felt, the lockdown. It's depend where you were located in the world, in what situation, how you protected yourself by being in advantage in that challenge. In my case, I did the best choice in 2020. In January 20th, I had a flight ticket from Spain to Argentina, waiting for the gong that something will happen. But what a lucky moment. Even Argentina had one of the longest curfews of the COVID. But it was summer there. It was less panic because what happened in Spain, in Israel, it was just ridiculous. So each one should be aligned with his GPS, even that right now we are seeing that like sign was lost. Neptune is also the antenna, just moved to Aries, and Saturn, just few more days. We are feeling the grief. We are getting separated from the old world pattern, and it's coming in so many different metaphor in our life, from people, from situation, from patterns, from emotional patterns. And this is no way back. Now Uranus and Aquarius energy are just pushing us forward to the future, and this is no way back. We just need to pass through this volatility. And as I'm speaking to you, the markets are continue to plunge. In just one session of record, it's like ridiculous. Now Bitcoin is bouncing a bit to the 62, but this is reminding me the panic of February 2020 when Bitcoin just crashed to the 4K. Was the feeling like, yeah, it's going to zero, it's going to delete. And on the same time, that Epstein, that is also Aquarius man, that is all about networking, but with the evil power. We were speaking about it. Secrets will get revealed. You will be shocked from who was involved in what. And this is just happening right now. Textbook astrology and big revolution are coming around different countries. It seems that is going to be major financial turmoil for people that right now feeling safe in the banks because crypto and gold and silver are crashing. But this is going to flip the situation very soon, to my perception, and with major big events in the world and revolts in different countries, you will need to go to remote places to start being sovereign and to start preparing your independent life, something that is the most similar to what was recommended in 2020 by speculators. So use the AI to your favor to invent yourself. Work are going to change, career are changing, and financial system is changing completely. Uranus moving to Gemini is promising one thing. Robots are here to do a very significant work for human evolution. We will need just to learn using it and participating it and not to resist it, because machines can help us a lot as they are helping us from the industrial revolution. Imagine that you need to do laundry alone every day or without car or just with horses and donkeys. This is another war, right? And what we are doing now with AI, with minutes, things that took us hours before, by writing, by communicating. So this is going to another level in the next 6 years. Uranus in Gemini, and to my perception, Bitcoin will go to very high prices from here. The things that is actually disappearing and going to be very challenged are the institutional money, are the institution by general, and the people that are standing on the top. AI will help us once people get awake. We first of all need to wake up. It's going to be hard at the beginning, and then revolt. People take control using the AI, and then AI will control us in a way that we will create machines that will do the government functionality, like installing a system that we can trust. That's all what I had to share with you with a free microphone under this volatile day, under Aquarius energy. We are all right now in a turbulent pocket. All what you need to have is a regulated nervous system. Very recommended thing is, but it's not possible to say to everybody, is to increase the intake of salt. but you cannot take salt if you are consuming sugar, because sugar is the enemy of salt, and this is why medicine will tell you to avoid salt. But salt is what will give you regulation for your nervous system. Also consuming fat, but you cannot consume saturated fat from animal if you are consuming sugar and seed oil. But this is another problem. But this is all what can regulate our nervous system. This is for another video, but we must retake control on our organism, our biology, our brain, and the reality that we so far accepted as a system that those in the government know best for us what to do.